What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Thursday, September 20th, a little after 11 a.m. What a crazy morning. Very crazy morning. These pot stocks are on fire. NBEV is the big one today. Well, there was a couple big ones, and we're going to go over those real quick. And I just want to prove to you that waiting and having patience, knowing patterns work, okay? You let this thing gap up from yesterday. Yesterday it closed at 437. Today this opens at 568, okay? So it has, 437? It has like a $1.40 gap up, all right? When something like this gaps up, you gotta think of the psychology. People are gonna want to take profits. The long-term investors, the people who swung this stock overnight, they're gonna want to take profits the next day. So it's very important to wait. And I do not play the market the first 30 minutes. Look at this craziness right here. This had a range up and down of 50 cents from $6 down to $6.50, okay? Then it dropped off here a little bit. Just because it dropped off a little bit doesn't mean it's done. Shorts can pile in on this, and then you got to think all those shorts have to cover, and then you get all this buying of longs buying into it. And look at it. Today it's gone from 530. It's making new highs as we speak, coming up to 725. Now let's break this down. It opens up and it tests $6, gets denied, okay? Comes down 650. It's bouncing right off of the support where it had support right here, okay? Comes back up, does a double top at $6. Shorts are probably piling in on this and piling in on this. It comes down and down and down and down. Comes right down exactly to pretty much this support right here. And gets this surge out of nowhere. All the shorts covering. Goes from 530 and surges all the way up to $6.20. Okay, it's just ridiculous how crazy this is. Gets halted when it surged up, gaps up to 630, and then pulls back and sells off hard all the way down to 566, from 530 to 568. And this is the importance of having patience and letting patterns form and present themselves. This thing is going absolutely nuts now. Wow, this thing's pushing 750. When this pulled back, let it sell down and let it panic and sell off. Let everybody that played this take their profits. Let it sell off, start to stabilize itself, and then look at it. It's bouncing right here off of this VWAP. So you got support now right here at 580s, I'm sorry. Then it starts popping up and coming back down. And what is it doing? It's making higher lows. This is showing strength right here. This is telling me a squeeze is happening. So you put a support line on, or a resistance line. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Put a resistance line on this, and then draw a line up. Where can I draw a line? Right here. Starting from here up, okay? This is a ascending wedge. And when it comes up and comes up and comes up, it breaks out of this pattern here at 620 and surges all the way up to $7. But this is on the 1 minute. Okay? From 620, it surges all the way up to 680. Pulls back, goes up to $7. Of course, it's going to get stopped at $7. that's going to act as a mental resistance and pulls back. It gets a big pullback, a 50-cent pullback here to 650, and then off she goes again. A dollar run right there to 750, and now everybody's taking their profits as it's starting to panic. Wicked moves. This is where the predictability comes into play here. Crazy, crazy moves. Let the morning market do its thing. Don't get FOMO. Don't get fear of missing out. If this is a strong stock, this is going to give you opportunities throughout the day. And you just got to know what to look for. Study patterns. Study candlesticks. Learn these. Look at charts every day and study them. Look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And look at this on the daily. If I zoom out on this, 4 straight days of going up. And this thing started at $1.70 and it's hitting $7.50 today in 4 days. Look at that. That's why you have to have patience and discipline. You wait for opportunities like this. You don't have to trade every single day. If nothing happens, if no setups or A+ setups are happening, sit on your hands. Wait for momentum. Wait for the low-hanging fruit to come back into play. And today would have been one of those days. Even yesterday. Yesterday, everything exploded, and that's going to bring in even more volume today. Within the first hour, this stock did half of the volume it did yesterday. Yesterday, it did 86 million in volume total. So far today, we're only into the market an hour and a half, and it's done 60 million in volume. It's almost coming up to what it did yesterday in volume. That's the supply and demand fact into this. We also got CRON, chronic. This thing broke out huge yesterday. From 12 up to 15.30. Sells off hard, gets a nice gap up, and then it's looking choppy. You know that, and then we got IGC isn't doing anything. It had a little nice move the past couple days. But pot stocks are on fire. And look at TLRY. TLRY, this thing has been a monster. This is the granddaddy of all the pot stocks right here. Going back a few weeks, this thing was at $25. A couple weeks later, this thing touched $300. Crazy. I can't say crazy enough. This is just unbelievable. This is what we live for as traders. Taking advantage of the volatility when the stuff like this happens. What else did we have? We had one more. ALT. ALT just went on. Oh my goodness. I'm so pumped and excited. I can't even talk. Yesterday, this thing was at $4.30. Today, it hit a high of $36. Come on now. This is why you wait. And it's always good to stay in cash. Waiting for opportunities. This thing exploded from $4.30 up to $18 yesterday. Today, this thing opens at $17.50. And right out of the gates, this thing just started running up. And you can see here it got halted a couple times. Goes from 17 all the way up to $36. All within the first half hour of the day. Goes up $20. This is just crazy. This is awesome. This is what this is. AWSM. Look at this thing. Wow. $7 to $10.88. Look at that. And all you got to do is put a trend line on this. This is so awesome. Plays like this is bringing hype and volume back into the market. And then it just, momentum like this could last a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. You don't know. It's just all I want to do is focus on riding the wave. I know when the market first opened, all these stocks are going crazy. Your stock scanners are going off left and right. Just take a step back. Take a breather. Let the market do its thing. Like I said, if the stock is strong, it'll present opportunities to you throughout the day. And patience is very, very key. A lot of people, a lot of traders, rookie traders, people just starting off learning about the market, they love buying when the stock's coming up to the high for it to break out. This is where patience comes into play. Stocks love to set up patterns, consolidate, and then go on rips. Let the stock come up to the high, be patient, don't get compulsive. It's almost like, in a way, you got to do the opposite. Think of what a rookie trader would do and just do the opposite. A rookie trader, as it's approaching up to the high right here, would compulsively buy at 618. Take a moment and wait. Wait for it to pull back. It pulls back to the support down here, or even a little bit higher here at 575. I'll tell you what, getting in at 575 is a heck of a lot better than getting in at 618. You're saving yourself 50 cents right there. And then when it starts to move back up to the high right here, you can scale out of your position, maybe sell half, and you're selling to the rookie traders. And then you test your other half to see if it'll break out and start going. That's a trading setup. And you'll that's why it's very important to look at as many charts as you can. Over the weekend, just sit for a couple hours and just look at charts. Actually analyze the chart and try to see the story the stock is telling you. You can clearly see the emotion and the greed in these plays. You really can. Stock surges up right here. Everybody gets greedy, and then emotions kick in, and it starts to go down. People start to panic, and it starts to drop. From 750, it drops to 690 and to 675. That's a 50 cent, 75 cent drop there. And now this is trying to start to grind its way back on up. Remember patterns. Get a pattern, stock patterns poster, frame it, put it above your desktop computer. That's what I did. I have a poster of all the stock patterns just to look at every single day. Draw them out on flashcards. Take pictures, run through them every single day to burn those images into your head. This is so awesome. So awesome. I had to make a video for you guys real quick when this just started breaking out. And going back into the morning here, when it was in this range of 50 cents, if it feels risky and if you're nervous about it, don't do it. Always go with your gut instinct. Don't think about it too much. Go with your gut instinct. Wait for the market to set up. Then it goes on this powerful move here. This is showing me, all right, we got strength here. This very well could have faded off the rest of the day. It very well could have. But then we got this powerful move right here. And then that got a lot of people's attention. Started going off on everybody's scanners because it just made a new daily high. And look where it came right up to. It came right up to the pre-market high. Let it do its thing. It pulled back. And then it starts consolidating, making higher lows here. coming right up to this resistance here, coming back down, making another higher low, coming back up, getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and then boom, breaks out of it. And it's doing the same thing right here again. This does this over and over and over and over again. And people always love to chase. I don't get it. I do get it in a way because I used to do it. You know, the old me, as soon as this would have broke out and started running, I would have probably been buying in this area, chasing it. Not knowing setups, not knowing patterns, not having patience, just getting FOMO, seeing green, and wanting to get in. And there's a saying out there, buy when people are selling and sell when people are buying. And that is the honest truth. It really is. The more you start to do this and get into this, looking up trading strategies, seeing actual professional traders where they enter and where they sell, it's the honest truth. And recently, CNBC, CNN, Mad Money, what's his name, Kramer, just started talking about the pot stocks and the weed sector, and it just exploded. And this has been going on, you know, for a couple weeks, and they're just now taking notice. So, you know, just being in the market every single day and seeing what's happening, you already have an edge on majority of the population, because you're pretty much, news takes time to get across the world, or it can take time. You've been playing the pot stocks and the wheat stocks for a couple weeks, and you know about it, and then the whole world finds out, and look what happens. This is where you have an edge. So far the top percentage gainers, let's look what they are real quick. Let me pull it up if I can find it. Did I delete it? Biggest percentage gainers so far today. NBEV, IGC. IGC's just, it gapped up and it's going sideways. It's not doing anything. Let me show you real quick. This is what was worrying me in the beginning. As you can see, you know, it's 72 cents to 82 cents. It's just going sideways is what it's doing. It's fading off. But this is what was worrying me in the beginning. IGC. See, when a sector like the weed sector, pot sector starts taking off and going crazy, you're going to start to get a lot of sympathy plays following with that. IGC is a pot stock, and it's not doing too great. CRON this morning was going sideways, and then it was falling off. So it had me a little weary about NBEV, because these stocks ain't breaking out. It's going to hold up NBEV. Even TLRY, ever since it hit $300, it hasn't been able to recuperate. And now it just keeps falling off and falling off. But NBEV came through, and it just exploded. Looking at this on the 5-minute, look at that. 15-minute, just look at that. When I zoom out here, look at that, just explosion right there. That's beautiful. And this all started right here in this area, and this is going back to August 28th, and this was literally a month ago. starts perking up right here, and then it gets this up gap right here, this spike, pulls back, and then you get a nice explosion right here, and this happened September 6th. Pulls back, look at that, wow. I can tell you one thing though, shorts are going to have a ball when this starts coming back down, but for the time being, I'd enjoy it right now. And then let's go to the 65-minute chart. Yeah, look at that. Straight up. Very crazy. But going back to the biggest percentage gainers, IGC, CRBP, SUPV, ASCMA, NIHD, and all of these have just been slowly going up besides IGC. I know I've seen ASCMA keep popping up on my scanners. Yeah, look at that. Going from $1 up to $2.35. SUPV going from $8 to $9.80. But all attention is on NBEV today. NBEV and ALT. Also, NIO had a nice little morning spike. And as you can see here, this is a newer IPO. This went from back here from $6.30 up to a high of $14. And then, what, 3-4 days, it sold off right here. And then it started to go sideways. And then it's starting to get a pop here. And this morning, had a sell-off down to $8.75 and runs up to $9.50. And it's very important to look at these in a zoomed out view and also look at these in multiple time frames. I look at stocks. I don't really look at them in the 1 minute anymore because it's just too much noise. But I'll look at them through in the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and the 65 minute. Always good to zoom out and look at them in different time frames so you can start to see where the overall trend is at, to see if it's in consolidation, to see support, to see resistance. You can really start to see it more clearly with the more time frames you use. But so far, this transition from the Thinkorswim platform to the Street Smart Edge, I absolutely love this platform, and I can't see myself going back to the Thinkorswim platform. This is just, to me, it's a lot more cleaner, and I could see the charts a heck of a lot better. When I would zoom out on the Thinkorswim, all of this would just be blurry, and I wouldn't be able to really see anything. It was just like paint, just like thrown at my screen. But when I zoom out with the Street Smart Edge, I can actually see, it's almost like a line chart in a way, which I kind of like. And then when I zoom in, it just gets really clear. Very easy to navigate. The news is great on it. Level 2 is great with the times and sales. And I also like that too, that it displays the share sizes. Even on the bid and the ask, it'll show me the actual 1,000. Or if we're coming up to a 50,000 seller, it'll display 50,000. Instead of on Thinkorswim, it would just always be missing that 0. I don't really like it when a level 2 is like that. It can throw you off a little bit. And then even the stock screeners on Street Smart Edge are really good, to be honest. And you can customize them, and they have all kinds of pre-built-in screeners and scanners. Let me show you real quick. I always want to share with you guys as much as I can because I just love doing this so much and I love sharing with you guys about it. But this is the screener right here. I have a couple screeners that I have right now, like my copy of this is what I use for pre-market, gap up, stay up, a custom scan I made, percentage gainers, change from the open, and top 10 volume. And if I hit this tab right here, these are all the pre-built scanners and screeners that they have in on this. So I'm actually thinking about getting rid of my trade ideas and just using this because this has just been working beautifully for me. And it's way better than Thinkorswim scanners and screeners that they have. Way better. You can even look, do the exchange that you'd want it to look for too. And then just go to the results after you tweak it. Go to the criteria, tweak what you got to tweak. Look at all this stuff you get to do to customize your screener or your scanner. But I love it. And look at MBEV. It's not done yet. Pulls back to the 685, and now it's making its way on back up to the highs. This is where the hype is today. This is where it's at. MBEV, CRON, and NIO is where the hype's at. And you can't forget about AWSM. AWSM has been hanging in there. Look at that. Just a straight move up from 720 up to 1080. Woo! That's a lot of talking. Again, this is why it's great to be patient and waiting for opportunities, waiting for the market to get volatile like this. Look at it, it's coming right back up to its highs. Real quick, looking at the market strength. The S&P 500 is trying to, or actually it's making new highs as we speak. So the S&P 500 gapped up, made new highs, and it's been making new highs all day. This is the 5-minute here, so it's trending up. The NASDAQ is still having a tough time. As you can see, it's falling right here, and now it's going sideways, and it's having a red day today. And this is the 5-minute right here. And you can clearly see that. It's had this drop, and now it's going sideways, so now we're waiting to see what its next move is going to be, either up or down. The S&P is still breaking out to new highs, like I said. And this is a great gap up right here. A really good gap up. Yesterday it closed just below its highs. Today it gapped up, made a new high, open, and it's just been making new highs every minute. So awesome. Means the economy's booming. And also, if you're able to record this, like with your platform, every day when you're in the market, if you're able to record on your laptop or your desktop, do that. And then over the weekend, go back over these hot stocks and analyze the level 2, the times in sales, the volume, the price action, and just practice doing that over and over. It's just like practicing a sport, basketball or football. The more you practice and you keep at it, the better you will get. The better and the faster you will get. It's just like looking at charts and analyzing all this. The more you do it, when something pops up, you'd be able to analyze it like that. But that's it for this one, guys. I hope you all were able to take advantage of this opportunity. And remember, be patient, be disciplined, and study, study, study. Alright, guys. Later. One more quick thing for you guys real quick. This is why I love this little thing right here. And I just realized it after I stopped recording the video. 54% of the stocks in the market are making new highs versus 46% making new lows. So remember, if you go back and watch my videos when I present this, a lot of the times when the market is slow and the overall market is red, you'll see the red thing here is bigger than the green and it's making new lows. Today is a different story, and you see the market conditions today. It's on fire. The market's up, making new highs. All these stocks are breaking out. Scanners are going crazy. Everybody's going crazy and making money. And that's why I love this thing right here. It pretty much is like my weather gauge. It tells me when it's a sunny day and it tells me when it's a rainy day. But I just thought I'd add that in real quick.